has been given, and it doesn't seem like they're going to continue on towards the B side. They're going to go for the duel. They're going to go for the fight on towards C. And I don't know if it's going to work out in their favor. The Paranoia will be there. They have the smoke to slow them down for Fragger's side, but they're still going to bite the bullet. You want to go for the push. You want to go for the play. But it would look rather scary, Ramon, if they do. So B side, that's where they're going. They're heading back to the safety net that they need.
Yeah, it's leaving B side open just means that Vic and the Omen just need to take care where they're gonna put.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Cover going out.
Smoke. And it's all left up on him. Smoke on down to the bomb, but doesn't know where Vic's coming from. He missed the shot.
He knows.
Now gives an equal shot to both teams. Now through the smoke, but Vig! Almost like he has x-ray glasses, expecting where EB's gonna be coming from. 7-1. WKNK decisively taking the call to take that B-link control. And when they planted the spike down, it was almost like a 50-50, but when the Omen fell down, that was when Vig got himself the triple.
And we're back on an eco. I mean, EB, he wanted to, I don't know, like he wanted to be able to go for a fake defuse, but instead of working in his favor, spray and pray, that's all it took for him to fall down immediately. So not looking good. And you know what else is not looking good? Fraggers. Nothing in their name, no money, no hustle, no nothing. Can't bustle on towards this full buy from WKNK. What's your shares gonna do if you can't even land those crucial shots that they've been looking for? As so far, it's been looking like a massive onslaught as Dutch rushes on towards the smoke, even finds those quick and easy kills. No way, Jose. It's not looking good here.
Pico to the smoke, and Dutch makes it a triple kill. This guy is just extra crispy. Knowing how he positions himself and almost like he's expecting his opponents at every turn. 2 versus 4 in Euro Theft Online, EB. A little too late to the party. Flank on and almost like expecting where they're going to be coming from. So we smoke off that one extremity where they could push on. They have the option of the door, but also covered by the breach. Didn't even think about doing so entirely. EB pushes, and again, an ace for Dutch. This guy is on another level, and he is demonstrating it here on the grand final stage. Welcome, WKNK, and congratulations to Dutch and his 5 kills from that.
Now, before we continue on, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget, to be sure to follow or subscribe on wherever we're currently casting. Maybe on Twitch, maybe on the Facebook page of the Dubai Police channel, or on YouTube. Be sure to follow or subscribe to see more future tournaments, which, by the way, they have been continuing to support esports in the Middle East, in Dubai specifically, because they are true champions to be able to give us this quality matches that we see in our very screens right now, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we get to see more improvement from the players, as what we're hoping for is more improvement on fraggers. Man, it's been looking tough, as an onslaught of 8 rounds already on the name of WKNK and only 1 on fraggers, as they go for the C side with completely almost no contestation.
Yeah. It's almost like fraggers aren't even keen on taking that full control anyway, no? Rolling Thunder. And they also get the C side for free. Yes, they do actually use it on the Raze anyway, so Vega pushes solo because the Raze wasn't with him. I wonder why. Anyways, Dutch pushes second frag in. Akai and Koji a little late, but at least they got the spike plan anyway here. 4 versus 3, and Showstopper out. Doesn't connect onto the waterfall player. And Koji just puts a final nail on it. Triple kill, in fact, 1v4. TV Dub. Nothing he can do about this. Double face up for everyone on WKNK. 9-1. Yep. It's that clean. A little bit of chinks here and there, but I guess we could forget that Akai was also like stunned up because of the Rolling Thunder. That didn't happen.
Hey. We saw nothing, guys. It was all part of the plan. They're probably making Vigby the new star player. Let Akai sit down for this.
Yo. It is what it is.
It definitely is. I mean, no other way to phrase it, right? It is what it is. And it still worked out in their favor. So who's there to complain, honestly, as DV Dove yet again falling down. Come on, it's looking like a complete outclass here with the neural staff. We're gonna be able to figure out where the what players are currently on towards the C side. You already know who's inside there and their positioning. So no words for Akai to play aggressively, but go forward towards the B side instead. But
Yeah.
are getting inserted. You're getting sandwiched from all corners of the world. Let's see how well that goes out in their favor.
Casper starting off again cleanly, entering on just with those seekers. Forward positioning held on. CT already crawled up by the jet, but everybody from Fraggers want to take that from the back lines. B main controlled, 3 players stacked up just to see they can retake all the way from B main. Casper, the friendly ghost, makes his presence known. Second from Aim Hunter, leaving altitude.
wait,
1-2 punch, defusing on, doesn't stick as Casper knows that he's gonna peek anyway. Fraggers, by the skin of their teeth, relied upon by Casper, the friendly ghost.
One enemy remaining.
Man,
in
he
the
almost
half.
clutched it out. Too close to comfort there if you were in the side of Fraggers, because it was looking rather bad for them if he didn't get much out of it. So they do win a round, but still a tall mountain to climb, right? It's what, 7 rounds difference currently as of the moment, and it looks to climb much bigger. But at least they put themselves in a much better prospect of things, as they do have a
Dash
full
on
buy.
him. Dash in. Vic, or
Blinded.
expected paranoia through the smoke as well. Doesn't check it. Sprays on through. Doesn't even attempt to push on, because they know that there's somebody inside and they take care of him. 2 in fact. 2 traded off. 3 another. And Fraggers stolen upon, destroyed, dismantled. Nothing to do but die. As Dutch take cares of EB. The smoker falling down again. DB Dove not on the chamber anymore.
Spike planted.
Already everything to do but nothing to use it with. Lockdown in place now. Almost like it's a formality, but again, it's the aggressiveness from WK&K that's always given them the edge.
Dog, might as well try your best. But at the end of the day, your best is not good enough. As WK&K putting up work, showing that they have what it takes to take the first map if given the possibility. As you can tell by the kill feeds, as of the moment, Akai with 17 and Dutch on the 15 frags of his very own. These players are activating each other, and they have been playing phenomenal. We were expecting a good hold as well on towards the C side with Davidov, but it just felt like there was no impact with how well Akai has just been able to enter and take control of things. Now that we switch things around, though, 8 rounds difference. You're all playing the music of WK&K, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna stop anytime soon.
Definitely not. The only setup that could counter them was the triple stack from the A side, but it's all the way to the other side of the map. The paranoia to stop Vic from taking rubble. Not even a fault line to halt them from pushing on from that aiming extremity, just to smoke on down. But it also gives them that amount of cover to destroy that market door. DB Dom left on an island. He is comfortable, so he gets one. Platoon follows it up with a trade here, 4 versus 4. But yes, they reset back online. Yes, they got rubble control. They opened the door, but they didn't commit onto that side of the map. They just leave him to push on as the insurance policy spotted EB. And the sheriff online picked it up just from the brink of death. DB Dab giving up the space, giving up all his teammates just so that they have the space over towards SC side 2, and an EB traded off. Right click and hand touch. 2 kills from the Omen. And a 1v3 for EB. An impossible task at hand as they try to rush him down. Giving 1v1 fights all around. A triple face, in fact, could be possible. Starts with 1. Akai, the first challenger, steps up to the plate, and he will be successful.
The pistol rounds. They needed badly to set a good precedent for them going on to the following round, because it's going to be a bonus round, right? So in this type of situation that you're in, Ramon, you either save us to see another day or you force it. And I feel like the only play you can get here
Of course.
is force it. You know, there's no point saving. You just have to take it as it is and just hope for the best that you get something out of it. But even if you do, you're gonna be up against Vandals the next round. So it's just like you're at the bitter end of things where it's so difficult, but you just have to do it. You just have to hope that things will work out. Now it's just a matter of time to see if it will work out as the B hit. It looks rather good.
Feeling sight.
Yeah, Paranoia. Lined up by Dutch though. It's just spotted knowing Aim Hunter lone on an island and crossed by because of that Paranoia set up. Akai followed up yet again. Spectre buy and again the buy round. Just too insurmountable. Something that they cannot counter. And although it was something bold that they wanted to do, A main control knew Cypher was already set up over at A, so they decided to open the door, but they faced up against Akai and the Spectre in hand, as well as Dutch to hold on that B site control. 12-2. Match point for WKNK, and well, Akai is one step closer to achieving his destiny. Taking revenge against Fraggers who he lost against.
Yeah. And that was with his main team. This is just a couple of friends that he just joined, and they're just creating havoc, massacre with Dutch, who didn't even be able to reach, you know, the final. So this is so interesting to see on how well that they're performing as a unit, as a team, with the communication. How does it work with the shot calling? Everything has been perfect so far. And now that they're up against a full buy, you know, it's in an awkward spot. You know, it's either it works or it doesn't, but you're living on thin ice here.
My camera is destroyed.
Every step is almost like you're walking on thin ice now, so be careful not to drown into the waters. Free position set up, smoked out in towards A. Everybody controlling Cypher and his utility. Koji gets one, but already run and gunned down by Casper and his Spectre. So early only onto the A site. They also limit the options for Dutch to come on down to that stairs position, controlled because of the Killjoy util. So be careful about where he's coming from. Vague leading the charge into the post plant. We go. Everyone from WKNK primed up towards that side of the map. You can see that Akai is also trying to receive any sort of control over that top position. Does find one over to Casper. Blind out just so that they delay the inevitable. Push on. Vague at least gets one. That's the Outlaw in check yet again. 2 versus 2 evened up. And
That's
another
big.
from Vague. All in a 1v2. DV Dove sprays on and gets the skewer that they were looking for to get the third round win.
They live to see another round. I mean, like I said, thin ice. It's still a much needed one, but in terms of the economy, barely anything, right? Barely anything. Yeah, you won, but there's nothing much. You're still in light armor. It's not even a full buy, even the Bulldog. So you can't necessarily say it's a big victory, but baby steps is what they call it, right? When you're being pushed into this situation, baby steps. One
Baby
round
step.
at a time. That's all you need. You slowly come back, which, by the way, would be super impressive if they can.
Hey, we've seen magical things before, man. We've seen magical things happen before. We come back like this, then you know, we make a miracle happen. Vague peeking on,
Down A.
but even though they are blinded, they almost expect them. Does get one, in fact, but will that be enough for them? Because they're primed up to take that A-site control. Tune long range tap over from that Guardian shot. And what do you know? It's an early 3 versus 4, in fact, and almost like WKNK are ready to steal Lotus map away.
Yeah, it's beginning to look like a formality here where there's nothing much that they can do, honestly. It's going to be mass hysteria if they do win it out somehow, one way or another. But they're never going to back down from a fight. They're still going to give their all.
Ooh.
Akai! That was a
30
bit
seconds left.
too stretching it, I would say. At most, but he knows where they are. They go for the fault line, hoping to get a kill. He does get at one towards Vic and EV left alone. Can he use the rolling thunder?
One
And
Yeah,
enemy
see how
Anton
things
down,
are
and
going
he just
down.
running into
Spike
Guardian's
down,
Crosshair
B.
now.
10
1v3,
seconds
DB Dove running into another shot from Koji, and he only needed one bullet to sacrifice the killjoy off the back of this 13-3. WKNK securing the first map of the grand finals, and what a way to show it right here. Displaying dominance across the one team that has been inhibiting Akai to get his first championship win. Fraggers lose that one map pick, and unfortunate for them, because now they're heading on into the playground of WKNK.
Sunset. We're going to Sunset, guys. That's map number 2, and it's going to be looking scary because we just saw the performance coming from WKNK on towards Sunset, and it looked really well. The way they were playing and how aggressive they are able to move around the map and just take control of things. So if you're on the side of Fraggers, you just have to get a massive reset. Like map 1 never happened. That was just warm up. You know, you just got to tell yourself to make you feel like we still got this. Even if you lose map 1, we have map 2, and we could just bounce back from this. But the question is, will they be able to bounce back? Especially on how well Akai has been playing. Not only Akai, but even Dutch has been playing out of his mind. Everybody from the side of WKNK using their utilities, they may not be getting kills, but the way they use their utils have been on point. So a lot of questions not being tossed towards Fraggers. They have won previously in this Dubai Police Esports tournament, but will they have a 2-time reigning champion, or is it going to be a newly crowned team in the grand finals? We just have to wait and figure things out, Ramon.
Yeah, I mean, lots of storylines to be held down. Will Akai get his revenge, or will we see a dynasty in the making on the side of Fraggers? We'll find out after the short break, so don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. The Ramadan edition of the Dubai Police Esports Tournament will be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dubai Police Esports Tournament Ramadan edition. The grand finals has been set and the first game has been done and dusted. WKNK steal map 1 away in dominating fashion, where we head on into the sunset map, and my oh my, this is the playground of WKNK.
I mean, if it ends here, where else would you want it to end? A beautiful sunset, wouldn't you say so yourself, right? What a way to end things, if ever. But Fraggers, man, underperforming. DV Dove, one of the guys that has been performing tremendously well yesterday, felt like he was nothing in this and the map that he played just a while ago towards Lotus. Just on how well that Akai just enters towards the site, no matter what setup it was, he adjusted multiple times. By the way, on the Vidal's side, he adjusted his traps multiple times, but it just none of it worked out. And at a certain point, you just question yourself, what else do I do now? I mean, it's just insane. I just think about the next map, and that next map will be Sunset. Now, on Sunset, though, we did see, in terms of the play style, come from WKNK. It's more on in your face and finding lots of pickoffs and even pushing you at certain areas where you're not even sure that you're going to push, specifically mid top. Like they love pushing and playing around that corner and just taking advantage. So that's something I guess would always be at the back of the mind of the side of Fraggers. Meanwhile, Davidov, Chamber. I haven't really seen a lot of Chambers recently, and I feel like Davidov just feels like this is his comfort pick.
Yeah, this is what he has been picking up before this very tournament. Like since he has been defaulting on the Killjoy pick, it was the days of old where he used to be a one-trick chamber main, and he has been picking this map up or this agent, if I do say so, in previous WPLE Esports tournament, particularly when he has been performing back on the 2023 edition, where he has been tremendously performing on the chamber role. So if he is able to show that form again, then possibly the switch up could be more than everything that they have needed. But against WKNK in their form, I mean, it's going to be very difficult to actually see if they're going to be the ones coming out on top here, because now they're heading on into a map that has been known to be WKNK and their own comfort zone. They are known to have very aggressive setups over at that mid side, and since they also have the Cypher pick, then that's already a powerful position for one Sentinel to hold on when they are on the defensive side. But it's Fraggers that yet again start on the defense, and we know that actually crept them away from that first map where they started on defense. Now they start yet again on defense. Maybe this will alter their momentum as they head on into that pistol round.
I mean, look at the positioning. A is up for the taking. There's nobody there. It's scot-free, but obviously they don't know that yet. There's a heavy defense towards the mid-top, which we've talked about, where WNK, they love pushing towards the mid-top and seeing if they can do something about it. But
Paranoia?
market push is what's going to happen here. Paranoia still hands up, but he's blinded. He doesn't know what's happening, what's hitting him. As Akai gets to Vic. Oh my god, look how quickly bodies fall down towards the floor, as it is an entire team wipe on towards the side of Fraggers and WKNK. Make quick work of things here on the pistol round. What more when the bonus is up there? And by the way, just a quick short that you did tell me beforehand, Fraggers were the ones who picked Lotus. This is WKNK's map. This is Sunset. This is what you wanted to play in. And you can tell how confident they are just judging on how that classic matchup just went.
Yeah, they didn't even care about that B main aggression anymore. Like, never even thinking about if there is at least one person holding that angle over B main. No, it's everybody over that market position invested. Also, the late call from Cypher to hold that back on down. Bulldog by for Kai, and he's making a lot of noise. Judging by his positioning, he is comfortable on taking market alone. The EB and EV Dob just holding hands to take over that B main extremity just to see if they can split up everybody from WKNK and probably get another pickup, but always has been that market position where they feel strongest. But EB catches a glimpse of Koji, and that could be information for the later rounds to come. But again, opening A site just so WKNK could capitalize on that is a very bad thing for Fraggers, and they need to aggress this. They go back to the mid-top position. Vic does catch one over the big. Could be something that they can be playing around from. That A site's still up for the taking. That's something that they're going to be playing around from.
They fake things out. The guy is just a lurker and all of these things. Is Koji able to find Casper, but Kai just around mid, top, hoping to find the kill towards Vic. He goes for the repeat. He just plays around like he's playing cha-cha. As Koji gets a kill towards Vic, and EB is left alone. to his own device on what he can do here. Not much, I would say so myself, especially when there's a tripwire just around the corner. So, more or less, WK and K, they're the ones getting this. And if you can see the chat, by the way, they're just laughing it off.
Gun here.
As you saw, Akai doing cha-cha 1, 2, 3 out towards Vic. What can you do, man? It is what it is.
It is what it is. At this point, if you just try to squeeze the most fun out of this sort of situation that you're dealt in, and sometimes it doesn't hit as hard. Now that you're in the situation where you have to rely on this buy round, then maybe the vibes could be rising up yet again for the Fractors side. It's another round where WKNK seemingly have a buy to contend against this force up against Fraggers. 3 kills, in fact, for Vic. The only kills that defensive side have, and they're back on that comparable mid-top aggress. Destroy market door. Early smoke out again from EB. Showing their comfortability on the map, showing all the best strats they can obsess. Vic losing from the triple phase, never expecting Koji and the rest of the squad to come upon him. We're on that A-Link position. Aim Hunter late to adjust. And he's not on the duelist role anymore. He wants to support, but now he has the wide face. But Koji wins the gunfight in the end. Casper trades it off 2 for 1. Touch never expected. 4v2, giving the ace site and leaving Fraggers on an island to the 2 versus 4.
Last player standing.
Definitely what I was worried about on how they're going to be able to hold the side. They don't really necessarily have the ages such as Cypher, and you can really tell Dov could not do a single thing on retaking that side by his lonesome. That was their buy round that turned into nothing. Turned into a defeat up against WKNK. And this is the main question here is, how do you hold the side? I mean, you have a slow, sure, and I think that's just it, Ramon. That's just it. There's no Cypher. There's no Killjoy. You know, it's much difficult in their end. So it looks like Fraggers, they're just looking for fights instead. But they're not finding the most ideal ones because they've been losing time and time again.
Yeah, just relying on the aim at this point. Relying on the triple phase. Trying to play the numbers. Vic almost needing one more shot. Low HP for the Jet. And yes, Dom finally injects some life into them. Koji spotted. Now opens the window for that triple flank. But now, Vague for WKNK to get elbow is that much important because now they got a little bit of space, a little bit more to work with. But Casper, unbeknownst to him, they have pushed on, and Vague has gotten the double. That easily over to the A side. They can plant without that much contention.
Sheriff's at hands. I mean, that's the most you can do, honestly, if you're able to find the one tap that they're looking for. But will they aim Hunter? Always been Mr. Consistent of his team. Able to find those shots on towards this, not in the duelist role, but still popping heads off as much as possible. Will be able to check there on the corner. I don't think he will. He gets the kill, but still falls down as Dune does the 1-2-3 finishing kill. 0-4, WKNK starting it strong in Sunset.
Yeah, activating the BKB over from Tune. Using that as a powerful tool just to know where his enemies are going to be coming from, just denying that much space for the team to retake on. Early 4-0. And yes, they got a good start. Dov early peek onto the mid side just to surprise Koji, but they didn't really do anything about it. They could have just tried to at least go for the triple flank again, and that's something that they have done so in the past, but not going back to the strat book is something that is uncharacteristic from the Fragger side. The adjustment isn't here, but at least they got the operator online for Dov. Hold up on back site. WKNK are back on a comfortable position. 1 for 1. Vic does spot out Koji, who was trying to lurk on down, see if he can get the insurance set up over at A, but camped upon was Vic, and now he got himself the 1 for 1 trade-off eventually.
Trying to set things up here with a paranoia for the pick on towards Vic if he can with a one-way smokes here and there. But we saw what happened last time when they did the setup. Vic could not get a kill. As he's trying to try his best. The showstopper will be there. Even trying to go for the upcap, but not going to work out in his favor. As Akai finds one, as Vague also finds another. Collapse is there towards the A side. Casper just hoping catch them off guard if he can, but there's too many targets to choose from, and he can't even kill a single one out of those 4.
Spike
Dov.
planted.
Now if we get an orb, I don't know, man. It just makes me wonder that did he just forget that Sunset existed and he didn't ban it? Or he thought they were ready to play in a map that WKNK is good from? I mean, you just saw their performance last match or last series that we saw against Oyun. So, you know, a lot of questions are being raised here. Were they even ready for this type of map being picked?
There's a lot of things that we can account for if we're talking about factors here on why they left this map open. We can talk about that later because Dov still held up on that operator. Does get one, but Toon will shut him down. Yes, they did leave the map up open, considering the other maps that they also banned up just to get this map wide up. So they banned Breeze. They also, well, actually, Fraggers decided to ban Breeze, and maybe they weren't too confident on taking the Breeze map since they knew how they could perform on the long-range gunfire. But then leaving the Sunset open is also something that does put a little bit of a, I guess, a thought in my mind onto what else they could have banned. Maybe they could have banned Sunset, but maybe they weren't that comfortable on the Breeze map. They could also try to first pick over at least one of the 2 maps here. Lotus was not really Fragger's strongest performing map. It was the Ascent game where they also showed a lot of promise. But then again, it's also one of the historically studied maps for any team on this Dubai Police Esports tournament. So maybe they're risking opening up the Sunset map for a 50-50. But WKNK have all of this in the bag. It's almost like they polished this all throughout the tournament, right? They used the strat against Oyun where they got the mid-top position early on very many times, in fact. But now that they have warmed up into this matchup, the Sunset game is looking primed and polished.
You don't have money. You don't have the economy to do anything. So, you know, giving this advantage towards WKNK is not good because we've seen what happened when you give them an advantage, especially on map number 1. Let's see if he will be able to get something out of it. Vic, man, could not take anything from that Blade Storm. Used it, ran back, and just died to rights with nothing for him to say, as EB as well falling down due to pressure that WKNK is giving them. It's feeling hot on their seats. It feels like barbecue is currently being placed upon them as they're getting fried.
Prowler just being chased upon over to that backside position. Kai just making sure that that Prowler gotten its money's worth. 3 kills, in fact, for Kai. That's 3 ult orbs. 3 for the taking, 4 to raise as they get the 6-0. And goes to show that sometimes momentum is their biggest threat, their biggest weapon. 6 round scores for WKNK. They start the attacking round with the ultimates up online for Vague and Toon. What does this mean? Now, even if they diminish their economy to the shortest amount, he still has the ultimate online to go for the entry. Toon also could use his ulti just so that he could deny anybody on the site to have any sort of hearing abilities. But what does that take them when they could just kill them one by one? In fact, Akai back on top and expect EB over at that market position. This guy is on another level, and he is proving it time and time again, even against Aim Hunter, who is known to be an MVP of sorts. Dash on in, another from Akai. This guy has been a threat. Shut down by Vic. Another from this guy. A 1v3. And Koji all alone onto the mid side. Spike already in no man's land, but he gets isolated, picks left and right. And leading one more to go. Vic has to step up for the squad and using the cloud.
What?
That shot from Koji! The 1v3! Monstrous from the Cypher! A beautiful shot for WKNK! Isolated headshots! One by one!
Oh, but the moral from the team is going down. It's sinking faster than the Titanic, man. This is ridiculous. This flick that he gave, ungodly. That was so quick. He predicted, the moment he saw that, the reaction time is insane. Oh my, oh, I really don't know on Fraggers. I had to get the kill towards the kite to at least slow them down. DB Dog finding his own set of kills as well towards Koja. Maybe you guys gotta step things up. We gotta step things up. We can't give them this just like that. That's vague. Finds EB, still number advantage all towards WKNK, but Vic says, nah, not today, not today. Dutch as well, fighting it down
flank.
2-on-2, and the flank is there. He also has the Rolling Thunder. Don't forget.
Oh, but
planted.
he could also play around that market control. Already known about his presence. Rolling Thunder present up, and the fade.
It hits.
Well, he gets pushed onto the corner. It hits. He doesn't have any room to breathe, but he does have the push onto that market position. So Casper and his flank doesn't matter if Toon
Barrel, he
does
saw
not hit
it.
the peak. Spotted by the barrel, hits the shot. 1v2. It's Dutch alone on that market position. Casper tries to bait it out. The shot commencing onto Dutch. The first round on the board, thanks to Casper and his beautiful timing.
Finally won one, Ramon. You finally won one. Is this the start of something new? Or is it just false hope? Is a question here. Maybe, just maybe, this is what they needed to set things up for victory if they can. But, and a big but, if they can stop the aggressive push that is about to unfold on towards the A side, then I will be a believer of a comeback could happen.
Well, early paranoia. DB Dove instantly countered. He bought that operator just so he could have a main control, but stop the angle. Showstopper commenced, and Casper, not long for the world. 1-for-1 trade-off. Dutch follows a second. Vic, he was looking on alley. He didn't know where he was TPing on down. Dutch, another difference maker for the squad. This is the essence of WKNK. Any member can pop off, and they explode on round number 9.
They're being outplayed, they're being outclassed, and you can tell they're being outskilled at the same time and outfragged each single moment to go for those 1v1s. And Dutch already with a 3k could even look for more aim. Hunter just wants to save his gun. Everybody please stop chasing me, he says. Could not convert it to more, but hopes for the best as Dutch gets a 4k. 7-round difference now up against WKNK. Fraggers back onto the wall. No economy, nothing much to say. Even gonna go for a weird force buy? I don't know. It's getting questionable at the slightest.
Yeah, a little uncharacteristic for Fraggers, but you could also say that WKNK are overperforming at this point, just heating off the face of the earth on their sunset map. Vic, all that he can do is attempt, and attempt he will. Dash
Whoa.
2 kills, Bladestorm online, paranoid, just so that he can counter the onslaught that Vic has started for himself. Koji, at least he will get the trade. DB Dov, just to build on top of Fraggers, they get the first 3 picks online, and they let him cook, and he cooked up a storm over at that A main position. Vig, though, noted thanks to the trip set up by DB Dove, and that headhunter, well, it has value into the round. 1v4 for Vig, the newcomer for WKNK, and it starts possibly the frag onto the breach. Gets one. Casper comes a ghost this time around. Is spotted by the Trailblazer. Doesn't know about DB Dove.
What?
Finally, adjust the aim. 2 HP. Dreams on towards the Cloudburst. Now finally knows where the two are coming from. So he's running all the way to the spike. A-site open. Now he knows where he should be going.
Don't tell me it's another Koji type of clutch here, but this time on Vig's side. Please tell me it isn't Vig. He knows where they're coming from. Like you said, he's being chased on towards his tails ends. But it looks like he might fake it out and go back to A. Timing. He knows where he's coming from. No! No way! Not the 2 HP clutch. He has time. He can go for the plan towards B. It's gonna be a 1v1, and now you just have to play for the best and figure out where it's gonna be located.
Plant's open too. So he could be anywhere at this point. Aim Hunter is taking too long to reposition. Doesn't even know where Vega is gonna be repositioning. So he has this ample amount of time. Health advantage still set up. Aim Hunter against the world at this point. WKNK, a drop of health. A shot in the dark. An impossible task at hand. 1v4 set up, found it, spotted, damage done. Aim Hunter saves Fraggers with one shot to the body of WKNK. A heartbreaker for Fraggers, but something that they needed so far.
Not today. I mean, insult to injury if it happens again, because Koji just did an amazing clutch last time. They're not gonna give Vague that opportunity again. It was so close, though. It was so close. You could not make this up. You could not make this up. Honestly, at least Aim Hunter able to save the day for the team, and maybe this will be the start, actually, as they are winning those rounds magnificently. But can they continue on? We have yet to see a total B push, by the way, coming from the side of WKNK, so they might get that opportunity to do so. DV Dov with an operator, trying, hoping to get a kill, but not going to be able to find anyone. No cigar on towards the A side. So B is where it's going to be at. That's going to be where the action is. And I could imagine it's going to be quick, it's going to be fast, it's going to be impactful. Now it's just a matter of how do they defend this one now as the agents are coming back towards the B side.
Aim Hunter doesn't have flashes anymore, so they're relying on the breach.
They're in.
Put the flashes up for the team. They're inside, and nothing to stop them. Toon and Nakai go in with that much contention. Second from Nakai, and that mid side already full on notice. Vic just catch on to one of the cross, but gets another trade-off. Big, too quick to adjust. 1v3. DV Dub had an operator, but pulls out his headhunter, knowing that this gun is not long for the world, so he decides to save it. But what an aggressive position for WKNK. Off of a lot of rounds where they have been playing the default positions, now is when they put the pedal to the metal, and it worked so well.
History is repeating itself here. I mean, this is the same storyline that happened in the first half of Lotus, and it looks like it's gonna happen again. Will he be able to save it out? Uh-oh, in trouble. But he's gonna be fine here. Nope. Could not even save that operator, and that's gonna hurt them badly. It is gonna hurt them. He could have played more safer. He could have just continued running on, but chose to stay. And that bite him badly. No op.
Yeah. A risky, ambitious buy for the last coming round for Fraggers. Now, Sheriff's almost across the board. EB, the only Vandal in hand. The hero Vandal. How do they play around this? Not even a B main push. Not even an execute to uphold. Early info set up by Aim Hunter, known by the Boombot. B main is where the priority is going to be. Nightfall in hand, not knowing when the push is going to come down. Already pushed up on back site. Boba is where they want to go, but they go into the crosshair of Casper, where they got a shot from the skull of 5 versus 4. And possibly Fraggers have a good shot to get this into 3-9.
I mean, free upgrade, right? So they're going to try and make their best. Casper finds one, but could not trade more it off. But still, numbers still in their advantage. Making a 4v2. Vig not looking at the right side at the right time, or will he? Finds kills towards Aim Hunter, looking for more, but Davidov and EB shuts them down. At least they live. Get another round. 9-3. Is the curse a thing? Do you believe in it, chat? Do you believe in it at all is the main question, because this time, you know, they're going to be defending using a double duelist, but the only big difference here is that they have a Cypher. And it's scary to play up against a Cypher in defense of Sunset.
Yeah. Let alone that they don't have the raise that usually is the biggest counter to the B main trip. Which only needs one paint shell. Yet they don't have it. They have Vic on the jet. They have Aim Hunter to use the dog, but the dog doesn't guarantee that the trip is gonna get deciphered. They require the entry from at least that Trailblazer. But if the Trailblazer is gone, then what did they use to find that B main trip, right? How are they gonna figure out that that B main extremity or that choke point is gonna be secured for them? They don't find out. So already on A side where they secure themselves that spot, they leave that elbow position to Koji, where this is gonna be unprecedented. Nobody would expect a Cypher to be on that elbow position. Koji, a lot of pressure on his hands, waiting for that tripwire to get destroyed. Vic
You hear it.
is the one to be the first to fall, possibly, if he decides to go for that. They don't even know that he's next to him.
I mean, technically, they kind of figured it out, right? They already heard the trap, so most likely just around the corner, he could possibly be there.
Spike
They
planted.
do get that kill immediately. I mean, it goes to show, right? It's just one guy on a side, no help for him or whatsoever, even with the information that he already had given. But nonetheless, though, retaking. Let's see how well they can do that. On towards this side alone is Vig. To go try and clear the corner as much as possible. Akai again, the starter for the team, the opener, as Dutch also finds his own set of kills. Vig looking for the shot towards EB, but it seems like EB's still alive as they're still trying to dink each other out. They're kind of low here, but they're losing numbers, and there you have it. The defense with the time, the right clicks. Casper, did he do it?
No time.
Did he save it? It looks like he did.
Oh, no time for Toon, no time for WKNK, thanks to the friendly ghost himself. Oh, a free gun and nothing more. No fault line to behold, and all that he could do was just pray that all of his right clicks were connecting, thanks to a wonderful shot from the classic. Thanks to Casper, the friendly ghost. 4-9 for fraggers. And they rely upon this buy round to make the most out of this. They got Vic on the Guardian. They got DB Dub on the Bulldog. They don't even split up. They want everybody running on a freight train towards that B main extremity. And here we go. Vic, her shot through, finally gets the damage done. Koji with 2 shots. What a transfer from Vig! Something to behold. A backbreaker for WKNK. This was their buy round. This was something that they needed.
He got assassinated. Honestly, they got killed way too quick. They couldn't even shoot the guns they just bought. That's how bad it has been. They're melting at the burning point that's coming from WKNK. You know when they say you have a double duelist, but when you have a Cypher, that's a different thing. You solve the issue of having lack of defensive agents, and it's working out in their favor. They have the entire buy, they have the Vandals now at hand. And what do fraggers have? Nada. Nothing. Just a sliver of sheriffs. That's it.
Oh, nothing. Look, it's the 10's position, man. He does get dealt with eventually. Dutch does make this damage
Spike
much
planted.
before he dies to the hands of, well, EB. 4 versus 4. Smoker is traded immediately. Koji left to the cross. It's the adjustment. Almost costs him. What is the shot from the sheriff? What are Jets and what is Akai? 2 beautiful frags.
What?
Is on point. This guy is playing a different FPS game, and I'm telling you, this prodigy, no more. Give them the championship. Give him the trophy. At this point, they're up for match point. 1 more round for this penultimate match point, man.
Style points. Look at the replay, man. This was phenomenal. Look at the way he moved. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I see you. Gets a kill immediately. Did not even have a sense of danger. That's how confident they are. They're not afraid to do these type of plays, and I wouldn't be at his position. It's just crazy. Honestly. Pure domination, pure outclass, pure outskilled, outplayed, outfrag, outdueled. As Vic wasn't looking at even the right time at the right side. The showstopper is there as well. Will it hit? It's a whammy. It's a big one, and it's not stopping. Unstoppable. That is a Kai, but Aim Hunter at least stops him out in his tracks. Bring him back to a 2v2, but Vig is answering back rather strong.
The original duelist main, Aim Hunter, answers the call, but Koji, oh, that guy, always reliable, always at the right place. Tournament point for WKNK. And the fate has almost been sealed at the hands of Akai and his Iron Fist. An early triple kill from the Rays, signaling the end, the downfall of Fraggers, and the rise of WKNK under his leadership.
It almost feels like we have a new champion. We have a new team to watch out for as WKNK. You can tell the difference on how prepared their composition in terms of how they're playing. And Vic could not find a kill with a Blade Storm. Vic will fall down as well. DBDov answers back. Kai gets one, but could not find another tune. Hoping to refrag, but not going to work out in his favor. Bringing it back to for 2v2, and he does have the Rolling Thunder.
Oh, but look at the positioning from Dutch right now. Invested into going for that long lurk. But Koji is in a lot of trouble. They won't even try to actually find where he's going to be coming from. So they invest that Rolling Thunder to no effect. And Dutch is already primed up over at that elbow position. And they aren't even focusing on him. EB shuts him down 1v2. But at the end of the day, Casper already got the angle set up over at the elbow. Dutch spotted. Paranoia. Both affected. So they run onto the big box. Smoke on down to that position. Already
don't tell me.
1v1. And only one gun. One bullet needed. EB tries rocket on towards that big box position. But onto the smoke. He wins it. 3 kills in the round. Almost a heartbreaker for the side of WKNK. Fragger seal is all back up thanks to EB and his heroics.
I was hoping, like, don't tell me this is how it ends. Don't tell me this is how it ends. With Dutch clutching it, and it almost even reached to that moment, to the edge of the seat. They were ready to celebrate, but not today. They get shut down as they still have an opportunity because the economy coming from WKNK is not good. They do not have a full buy. So this might be a possibility for them to do as much damage as they can. If they can is the question, though.
Yeah, if this strat is gonna work out anyways, you can see that they're also scattered all across the map and 1-3-1 setup, almost like they're playing a different game. Casper and Akai, at least they start off strong. But again, Akai, the phenom of the ace site, the spike in no man's land. That means Dutch and the Rays can hold it for as long as they can. Already converting on the mid side. Trouble in paradise yet alone. But remember, they have the Omen ulti, so they could just reclaim it once they got the spike Ori on the B side. Koji and DB Dub, they trade each other off. But again, they have the Omen ult, so they're just rotating all towards the B side, controlling the space that was given to them because they're pushing up to the mid. Now they use a Paranoia. Now they use the ulti from EB. They get the spike plant down onto the B site, and probably the beginning of the end for WKNK here.
You can't really count them out with Akai. Oh, they got the kill towards DBDov from Toon with that Sheriff, and they also have the ultimate, the Nightfall. Will it work out in their favor? 1v1! And again, EB the savior for the team. This man is standing strong for the team, carrying them at their weight. When they needed him the most, he answers back. Slowly but surely, they're climbing back, Ramon. 6 rounds the difference. It may be looking like it's jaunting, but, you know, they're getting there somewhat.
Yeah, game's not over. Round per round. Take it one step at a time if you were on the Fragger side. Be thankful that EB is there. There to bail you out every single time, but for how long? How long? Because one man can't do it all, right? WKNK still needing one more step. Still needing one more pivotal point, one pivotal moment, and they go back to what they are most known for. Mid control of Vic. Going for the entry, leading the charge. DB Top starts off with the final boss taken care of for the side of WKNK. So Fraggers flooded over towards that market position, waiting for that B main push to split. Commence on down over at that extremity. Koji controlled, and he gets blinded off the face of the earth. Dutch, right place, right time, and yes, waiting for Koji. He peeks one and kills one. That's a second frag. Another out for Koji. Aim Hunter splits it all off. Cuts it down to a 2v2. Aim Hunter over at that Boba, spots two. Double face. Dashes in. Vague almost getting the shot, but Aim Hunter repositions. Gets the frag. 1v2. Aim Hunter shuts it down. Triple from the sky of fraggers.
And that would be the economy again. Shambles on the side of WKNK. They might have to just start saving again and not force buy, because we've seen them force buy multiple times, hoping to just end this already and the misery of fraggers. But fraggers, they're not giving up. They're not giving up. They're never gonna let anyone down, as they're gonna continue hoping to see the map number 3 if they can. The main question is, how long can they stand this? They're riding on a very scary slope here, but the momentum, will it be there? Dividol falling down towards Koji. That's not good.
Oh, Gasper expected to after that neural theft, but at least he recovers and spots out the Jet. Dashes back onto mid top. Ace site wide open. Unless Toon can do something about this, say something about the elbow split up, and now the Jet also holding hands.
One
The
lurking
Toon
though.
Vague has to be the difference maker now. He peeks onto the elbow position, but he's a little bit too wary, hesitating, comfortable in his position. Doesn't even spot it out. Gets the the shot. Casper. That was an off angle for the ages.
This
Just
could be
denying any sort of attempt out from Vague, and Dutch gets spotted. Dutch almost gets the transfer.
Oh!
1 and 2 almost gets the spot, but Aim Hunter recovers. Beautifully done. Ikai not noted. Marshall's tap
No
onto
way.
EB. Spots out 1
Showstopper.
and 2. Possibly. Showstopper doesn't connect. Gets the
No!
running frag. Double kill. Arakai 1v2 now. And Vic running all the way to B side. Possibly the play of the tournament.
Blocking sight.
All the bigger clutch on and Thrifty. This is not how it ends. Tell me this is how it ends. Vic, please show
Not like
what
this.
you have. You still have time, but they're peeking him off one by one, and that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, on an eco round, they win it back. WKNK, they're just built differently, Ramon. They're just built differently.
Yep. And we have the new kings of the Dubai Police Esports Tournament. Congratulations to WKNK. A 2-0 sweep in the best of 3. And my goodness, what was that performance from the two duelists that we have on the winning side? Akai and Vague, always the difference makers in all fronts, in all categories. But you gotta give a lot of props as well to everybody from Fraggers. There is a big reason to why everybody has been heralding this team as the favorite to win it all. But in the end, they have been outclassed, outnumbered in every single front. And every time that they would have the opportunity to get aggressive, it always seems like they were 2 steps behind.
It just didn't seem like the agent composition that came from Fraggers were really helping, especially on Sunset. It felt like the lack of experience in playing that map competitively in a tournament aspect really showed it to be one of their weakest points here, especially when they were doing in the first half. Second half, they were doing pretty fine. But on that first half, on the defensive side, they were hurting badly. They were bleeding rounds after rounds. Even on their buy rounds, they couldn't really get anything, as at the end of the day, we do have our new champions, as that's WKNK. This is the first time they've ever reached the grand finals, and there's a reason why that they are crowned champions, because they played phenomenal.
Yeah. And a big effort for everyone on the tournament right here. Just a quick look from the bracket. I mean, this has been one heck of a story to uphold for everybody who has been grinding ever since day 1 of the tournament. Ever since, like, not even in the first round where everything was like broadcasted, everybody was getting ready to actually get into this tourney, getting all the rosters in check, just making sure that everybody is getting prepared for this Ramadan edition, because this is one heck of an important event for the community, right? This is where everybody just shows up to show that they're the top 1 dog in the Dubai Police Esports Tournament. now we have crowned a new champion. New faces over at the Hall of Fame. So I would like to give all my congratulations over to the WKNK roster, especially to our MVP, which I believe would be Akai. Akai has been a phenomenal player from start to finish. He has shown a lot of promise from his previous tenure over at Team Falcons back in 2023. Now he has returned under a new form, a new roster, and definitely not the last time that we'll be seeing him in this team as a whole on WKNK.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, future tournaments will be happening. That's why do not forget, if you are watching from Dubai Police in the YouTube channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to be able to see and catch up for future tournaments with the Dubai Police Esports tournament. At the same time, be sure to follow as well for Esports, as they are the ones organizing these events, and they've been doing phenomenal during the past few years or the past year with working alongside the Dubai Police. It has been a roller coaster of a ride here at the Ramadan edition, and the only team that actually came close to winning up against WKNK was Oyun, and it really, you could really show on how on edge the entire matchup was. So congratulations again to WKNK. They are your champions. Roll up the red carpet, crown them, and give them their medals because they have deserved that 100%. But with that said, Ramon, when you think about it, it's the end of all things for the both of us now.
Yeah. Yeah, it has been a long ride. It has been a fun time over at the Dubai Police Esports Tournament, but to all the hearts and from all the fans, from everybody from the prod team, as well as our fellow casters, Tucker and Vincent, we want to give our thank you to everybody who has been watching us from start to finish. Thanks to the prod. Thank you as well to our principal sponsors, namely Isaad, XFX, Zowie, Q Club, and Retro for Less, as well as 404 Esports for organizing the whole thing. Thank you as well to everybody who has been watching from our Facebook, Twitch, as well as our YouTube, from watching the whole tournament from our round 2 broadcast, as well as here on the grand finals right now, to all our day 1 ODs. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Ramadan edition of the Dubai Police Esports Tournament. We'll be tuning in a lot of more updates for our next tournament later on. So, guys, please subscribe to every single social media that we have for 404 Esports for more tournaments and more Dubai Police Esports tournament. For the Ramadan edition, we'll be signing off. Thank you so much for dropping by, and we'll see you all on the next one.
Much love, everybody. Happy Ramadan.
عاليا خفاقا تعلو راية وطننا بقيادته الرشيدة التي وضعت جل جهودها لتمنح الإماراتيين لقب أسعد شعب.
وظيفة الحكومة يا الأخوة هي تحقيق السعادة للمجتمع، أن الهدف هو إسعاد الناس وتسهيل حياة الناس وراحتهم.
من هنا كانت فكرة إسعاد. ولدت في إحدى الوحدات التنظيمية بشرطة دبي عام 2018 لتكون هدفاً لتحقيق السعادة للمجتمع، لأن الإنسان السعيد هو الأقدر على العمل والإنتاج لتنمية وتحقيق الازدهار والرفاه. تم تأسيس المركز للسعي في تقديم الخدمات لكافة موظفي شرطة دبي ولجميع المؤسسات والهيئات الحكومية المحلية والاتحادية والجهات الشبه حكومية والمؤسسات والشركات الخاصة وأفراد المجتمع في قطاعات عديدة شملت معظم مستلزمات المعيشية وغيرها العديد. يكمن الهدف الرئيسي من توفير هذه البطاقة بالمساهمة في إسعاد الموظفين من خلال المشاركة في تحمل الأعباء المعيشية بتوفير خصومات معتبرة في مختلف المجالات منها الصحية والتعليمية والأسرية والسكن والترفيهية وغيرها، وتقديم مساعدات إنسانية ومجتمعية للمحتاجين من مختلف شرائح المجتمع، حيث تجاوزت بجغرافيتها وأهميتها لتشمل العديد من الدول والقارات بعروض ونسب مبهرة تتناسب مع العرض والطلب لكافة شرائح المجتمع.
أشكر سيدي صاحب السمو الشيخ محمد بن راشد على إطلاقه هذه المبادرة.
لم تقف بطاقة إسعاد عن التطوير في تقديم المزيد من الخدمات، فقد أطلقت مبادرات مجتمعية وإنسانية تعنى بتقديم المساعدات المالية والعينية والمعنوية للعديد من المحلات المجتمعية والإنسانية، والتي تم تغطيتها بالتعاون مع عدة رعاة محليين وعالميين قدموا كافة الدعم لتكون هذه المبادرة ذو قيمة وفائدة في جميع القطاعات. بناء على التوجيهات الحكيمة لسمو الشيخ محمد بن راشد آل مكتوم الذي يسعى دائما على أن يكون السباق في مبادراته البناءة والهادفة لإسعاد الشعب،
أن المواطن أول وثاني وثالث.
كانت هذه المبادرة التي أصبحت شعاراً للتقدم والتطور بتأمين الخدمات والتسهيلات لحامليها محط أنظار لكافة القطاعات. فقد حصدت بطاقة إسعاد العديد من الشهادات التقديرية على أدائها عمل التنظيمي كأفضل فريق إداري على كافة الأصعدة. والمشوار لا يزال في البداية، لأن التطلعات المستقبلية ستكون أكثر شمولية مع التركيز على روح الفريق، الأمانة والمسؤولية والحرفية.
I love you.
Backlines, 1391, a triple kill, a double kill from the Omen. And this guy is spotted the Mortier 4 jacket.